Hi guys, welcome back to our series on programming made easy using ClaudeAI. We've used Claude to build two different products, which of course include the expense module and the invoice module. If you've not watched those videos, please go back to my series or click the link below in the description to watch the series. Right, they're quite interesting. And the good thing with this is that if for any reason you have issue in the script and the script is taking you a while or it's a bit complex to resolve, you can rewrite the entire script. You just ask AI to write the entire script. It's not working or modify. It will run it for you as many times as possible. Now, but if you're using the free version, you may have a limitation in the number of times the system is going to work for you, right? So it's important if you are working on a complex and a big project, I strongly recommend you subscribe for the monthly plan so that it will give you enough room to run all your script without restrictions. Okay, so now in this video I'm going to show us I'll show how to deploy the sales module, and I used it a bit in mine, right? So I integrated it in mine, right? Now this is the first one I did. It's quite responsive. If you load it on using the my mobile simulator, you see it's quite responsive here. Let me zoom the screen. See, it's quite responsive, right? And if we go off that, let me reset that. Now, why you are saying looking unstructured here is probably because this is a demo and the CS here is not well aligned. But by clicking on this button here, it comes up. Okay. Now this is the first one I did, right? Product sales, and this is the second one I did. I believe this is the one I integrated in my system. One of them actually, but I can't remember. Now, if you click on the first one, if you click on add, you see that it comes up with this. Now, what I want you to know is this, very, very important. I was careful because I know what I want. And I was careful to make sure Claude series understand what I want. Now, you see this. Let me reset the page. So now, without going to this part, which of course is direct, I asked Claude to bind the product, right? Bind the product to the product cost or the product price. For example, I want to sell smartphone. As I select smartphone, watch what will happen here and here, right? In the total, and let me zoom it a bit again. Right? Watch what will happen in the price field, the price box, and the total box based on the quantity. You see, automatically it selected the price for me and then added it also in the total. So if I add the quantity, this will change, right? This will change. Okay. Now, if I do another two, you see that now that does not affect the second row, not the third row, right? So this is what I did. I will show us the script in a moment. Okay. Now, also in the second one, let me on Zoom. Okay. Now that this one do not have, the system did not create total for me, so I added total in this one. Now the same thing again. The product, the price of the product is bounded to the product itself, as you can see. So if I add total, the quantity, it's in fact on the total here. The same applies to this, right? The same applies to this. Have I said that? Okay, good. So this is what Remember, I said I didn't do this. I only gave it my prompt. I gave it my what I want, and it built this stuff for me, right? Everything here was built. Now, let me show us the prompt I used. This, let's just go straight to the final one. This is what I used, and these are the code it generated for me. As usual, it will ask me to type in here. Now, observe, when I built mine, it said Claude hit the max length for a message. Unfortunately, I can't zoom it. And has paused its response. You can write continue. Remember, in the other ones I just showed us, it will ask me to click on the continue button, but earlier before now, it will ask me to write the continue, which means that there's been an improvement, right? So when I type continue and press the hit button, the submit button, it will continue, and then it will finish the work, right? So this is what I used to build this second one, right? If you want it, you can comment in the comment box, so I can say send me the first point of sales, sorry, first or point of sale script or second point of sale script. I will compile it, upload it on GitHub, and share the link with us. Okay. So I go back here. Now this is the edit button. The edit button. You know, you are selling each item per one, so that's why it's opening one by one there for you, right? Okay, so let's hit on now. We spent about 7 minutes on this. Let's hit on now and let Claude build our system for us. So I'm not going to run this in this very chart. I'm going to recreate it. I'm going to recreate this very. So the only thing I'm going to change here is the DB. I believe I don't have any DB with. I'm going to just change this 2 to 3. I believe I do not have any other database with that. Let me just be sure. Yeah, no DB with that. All I have here is the first and second one. Okay, so now please note, I didn't change the field names. As you can see it up here, I didn't change, right? I didn't change. If for any reason we experience code syntax error or any form of code error, because of time, I may not try to debug, right? I may not try to debug because I don't know how long it may be. It might be an issue from Claude, which probably may be something about incomplete script or whatever. So to save me the time, and also to save me the time to complete this video, I will recommend that when you are running it and you experience the issue and you see that it's a bit complex and you can't really trace the issue, write or rerun the script, right? The next one certainly will not have the same issue, okay? But just note that, and I will not have that patience to come and start going through. If I try it and it seems like it will take me a while, of course, the video is not meant for debugging script. It's just to show us how to do something, and we can always do it our way, okay? So now, having said that, let me click on the submit button and let it start running. So once it starts running, I'm going to pause the video. Okay. Now there has been some changes the way this thing generates the script. Before now, it gives me a page script per time. Now, the last one I did for the invoice, it combined all the script in one file, which is, I didn't ask it to do that. It did it by itself. Probably because I don't know if it's because I used the word complete. right? So before now I've been saying simple. Now when I changed the simple to complete, it now gave me the whole file in uh, in one page. So I have to now manually start cutting. It's a bit tasking though. So I left it the way it is, and as you can see, so far it has generated each file on its own box. So at least this will save us some time. Okay. So let's allow it to run, and when it's done, I'll get back to us, right? So we can save some beautiful time here. So I'm going to pause the video for now and let the script run. Okay, it has gotten to the continue part. So I'm going to hit the continue button right now for it to continue the code generation. Now, it's not always good. This is one of the reasons why I want to move to the paid version, because once it gets to this continue, whatever code is generating between before and after you hit the button is at risk. Is at risk of incompletion, right? Which means that I don't know the script it was generating here where it says drafting artifact, right? And after I hit the continue, it now showed delete. I don't know if it's the delete cell that it was crafting here. I don't know. No, but if I'm on the paid, I wouldn't experience this because my script wouldn't be so much to experience this limit, right? So it's important we know that, right? I may have to upgrade, but let me just finish on this. And when I upgrade still, I will show us the reason why we need to upgrade. I'll come back because I've fallen in love with ClaudeAI, and it's giving me a reason to do more on my software production work, and don't mind the little issues. Of course, even if I was writing myself, I will still experience the issue. In fact, it may be so complex that I won't even know how and where, right? So whatever I showed now, it's easy. If I experience the issue, I can just ask Claude modify the sales, and it will modify it and give me a complete new script, right? But because I'm using the free, that privilege is not there. Okay, so let's see how it goes, and I believe this will generate for us a comprehensive. And again, what I'm seeing here is different from what it did for me. You guys are fortunate, right? I don't use the word lucky, nothing like lucky. You're fortunate. The script is generating here is completely different from what it did for me. Okay, so once more, I'm going to pause. Okay, has it finished? I think it has finished its work. Yeah, it has finished. Good for us all. Let it finish putting up the documentation, and then we'll compile together. Now, while it's doing, okay, let me just allow it to finish. Let's see. Yeah, it's quite a lengthy documentation, but okay, it's still creating the documentation, right? So let's allow it to finish. Aren't you guys enjoying this? You're enjoying this, right? So take action. Begin to desire to build something new. I've been thinking, what do I add to my script that will make it more intuitive, more innovative, using AI. And I'm going to show us a chart. I'm going to build for us a chart that Claude built for me a few days ago. Quite beautiful. Anyway, I'll build the first one, and then I will ask it to do the other update I desired, so that it will rewrite it, I hope. But But that wouldn't be today because I've used much of my available allocations for now. So if I try to run it, it will run incomplete. So I'll do it in the next video. And then I'll also show us, I'm taking this time to I'll also show us a comparison between Claude and a few other AI tools that I've tested, right? Okay, now I'm going to pause this video right now because I don't know what it's doing. When it comes back, I will continue. Okay, there, finally it has finished. It has finished, and wow, quite a lengthy documentation for us here. Now let's deploy the application. You see, it has been running for us, and this all in just call it 15-16 minutes. It has given us how many files? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 15 minutes, you can't do that. You can't build extensive files complete in 15 minutes. No, you can't. You can't do that. Okay? But Claude did it for us. Now, let's deploy. So the first here is our data structure. So it assumed the database is not existent. So let's copy the database. We're going to deploy it right now. So I wouldn't want to start a new video. I'm continuing with the same video, right? Now, if you're learning this for the first time, watch how I deploy. The first, it created the script. Now we're going to deploy and then implement the script, right? So what you do here is you copy, right? And then you go to your MySQL. Now, because it has generated the script, you don't need to manually create the database again. Just copy the script, paste, and then the system will build the database alongside the tables for us. Okay. Yeah, it has done that. And if you refresh our table, you see it's there. Please forgive my stuff. It's quite, yeah. So this is the database, and these are the two tables it built for us. So now the next we're going to do is to start creating copy and pasting the files. Ordinarily, I can okay, let me try the other method. But before we start copying and pasting, let's create a folder where the application will be domiciled in. Okay, so right now let's close all of this. Close all. Forgive me, I'm quite used to Notepad++. Okay, save. I didn't make any correction here. So create. Okay, so let's create a folder here. Call it, yeah, product DB4. Okay. And then we open a file in there. We'll copy this. Should I say dump? Okay, let's see how if we try this, how it works. But before we do that, let's remove this, put it dot here. And Go here first, go back here, over here. Okay, now let's check. There you see, it's there already. It's there. Okay, now let's go to the next one is index. Let's see if we can adopt this type for now. So I'll remove this underscore, change it to dot, right? Save. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Then the next one is POS form. Please make sure you have selected it and that the blue borders are showing, else you will run out of it. Okay, something is wrong here. Hi guys, something is wrong here. I don't know. Okay. See, this is why I like using I like copying and pasting, doing it my way. You see, the file name here, sorry, the DB Connect file name is DB_Connect. But when I downloaded it, it gave me a different name entirely, right? So it gave me a different name entirely. So I'm going to rename this. Okay, I'll go back here and rename this right now. Okay, so I've renamed that. So let's go back to now. Have I downloaded this? No, I've not yet. Okay, I've downloaded this. Now let's download the save sale. I must make sure before I save, I must make sure the file name here is same with file name here. Okay, yeah, save sale. Okay, so all I just do remove this underscore and put it safe. I'm enjoying this. Let's check, is there? Okay, so we'll assume that the other ones will be there now. So we just go ahead and please note, this is one of the ways of setting up deploying your application. The other way is copy and paste, right? This you are downloading from the repository here. So whichever one is okay with you, fine, go ahead. So we'll download the update cell, as you can see. So we'll remove this underscore here and put as, okay. So the next one here is delete cell. So delete cell, right? Delete cell, okay. So delete cell. Now the next one is our CSS style. CSS style. So now the CSS style is cool. It didn't put in any folder. So we just leave it in the root folder. We just leave the CSS in the root folder. In some cases, it will assign it to CSS/ CSS/ or whatever folder. The same thing applies to the JS2. So, but in this case, let's just tell the root. Now the next is get product. Get product. So again, we'll remove this underscore here and put this. Now the next one is product management. All of this are new. What it did for me is far, far less than what is showing here, but it's good. Like I said, if I find anyone, let me, just give me a minute, okay. Okay, good. So get product management. I don't know what they mean by product management, but we'll save it. We'll save that. Save product. I thought I've saved product before. Save. Okay, save sale. Okay. Yeah, save product. Yeah. As in your product. Okay, before the sale. Good. But it didn't do that for me. Haha. Oh, this is interesting, you know. So just like your product inventory, get it? Yeah. Okay, I think that's the last one. Now, let's pray that everything is okay. So once everything is okay, I'm going to copy the entire script, including the documentation, and then upload for us in GitHub, so we can play around with it and then use it to learn, right? So in case you love what it comes out with, I've not tested it, you and I know. This is the first time we're creating this. So we will, I wouldn't have time to come and start going through all of this. It's something I'm already used to. All right, so now the next thing is let's implement it. So okay, are we ready to see our new application? Bam. This is what it gave us, right? This is what it gave us. I don't know if I will have, if I ask it to make the sales, this page, make it like a dashboard if it will agree, but let's first test this. So right now we have no table because I know it says yet. So let's add, what do you guys see? This is beautiful, right? This is beautiful, very, very beautiful. This is very, very beautiful and it's very responsive. Okay, the first part of it is responsive. This other part is not responsive. What, I don't know, if you want me to, if I look at this, let me look at this script, the POS form. Now let me look at it properly. Yeah, this here. Let me see something again here. This is the ID that runs the add new. So yeah, this, yeah, that, yeah, this, yeah, this, the fifth one. Okay, then let me try something again here. TR. I know I'm looking like this. I want to see something right. Okay. Now what, in my case, as you can see, this the form where you add your product is not responsive. The up part where you write the customer detail is responsive. Now I look at mine. Everything is responsive. The up part is responsive. The point where I write the product is responsive, right? So what I can do for you is, where is it now? Is it here? No, not here. Where am I? Okay, sorry, I'm here. So if you want me to, it's going to take a while to change it to a responsive form. It's not a thing of, because I'm going to manually do it. If you ask, you can try to ask Claude to make it responsive for you, But if you try and it doesn't change this, I'm talking about this entire part here. This part is responsive, but this part is built using table. As you can see here, it's built using table. So that was what I was checking. As you can see, this part is built using table. So that's why you see it like this. Now, mine also was built using table, but I had to change it to a responsive form. So if you try it and it doesn't work for you, then let me know. I can try to see what I can do from my end. And if it works, I share it back. I'll do the video and show you guys how I did it. But like I said, it takes some time because you have to go line by line and see where everything is. I just did something now to shift myself. Okay, good. Now, this is our sales form. Now, as you can see, it has already generated our sales reference code. Now, I can choose to do all of this. Now, for me, I use this for my own personal work. That's why you're saying user here is for my staff code. Then this is for user code, not as in my staff, because it is built for the public. So whoever enters the system, this is the code that will be assigned to the person. This is the person's code, and it's permanent. Once your account is created, and once your account is created, a permanent code is assigned to you, such that just like your username. So whatever you enter, the system registers your presence. Now, when a company creates an account for themselves too, their code is established. So that's what this is done here. And the date sold, of course, it has assigned to this date, and then my email address. Now, the most interesting part is this. Let's see. Remember, I said bind the. Okay, I didn't show it to us at the beginning. I'm sorry, I didn't show it to us at the beginning. I said here, if you look at it, populate product, right? Populate product with product list and bind price per product, right? I don't know if you're saying that. I'm sorry, I can't zoom it out. I said populate product with product list, that is populate product with product list, which is this one now, and then bind price per product, which is bind the price, each product here with the price, right? Because I decided to apply in my own product as well. So now let's see if it did it for us. Okay, so I'm going to select the first product. Bam. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Are you guys enjoying this? This is awesome, right? This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Okay. Now let's change the total. Wow. Add new row. As usual, we just select 3 products. Headphones. Wow. So let's say 20 here. The total has increased here. And then, sorry, the next one, let's go for the next item there, keyboard, right? Say 30. Are you guys not enjoying this? This is beautiful. This is beautiful, right? This is beautiful. Now we're going to add a 4th one, and then we'll remove it just to show us how to use the this in here. The 4th one is laptop. Let's leave it there, and now let's remove it. It's working. Now you can imagine writing this yourself. How will you? When will you start and when will you finish? It will take you days, right? But Claude has done it for us. Okay, I think we're done with all our entries right now, so we'll add row. Oh, sorry, we'll save. This saved with ease. I'm so glad. You know, you see, because I remember here I said after inserting, give a success message as an alert. I added this, so it did for us. You know, AI obeys obeys instruction. If I didn't add that, it may not, but I specifically added it. So give me what I want. I'm happy for this. Wow. See what it has done for us. Okay. Now, I wouldn't want to modify the index page by saying add a view. No, you can do that. The only thing I'm going to just do is to see, the only thing I'm going to do here is to ask it to modify this page and see if you can make it a dashboard, right? That's all I'm going to do here. If it works for us, good, because we're almost out of time. But please, I usually do this, but if this has impacted to you, do well to, I don't know, my system seems to be hanging. I don't know what's causing that. There's a minute to pause so I can resolve my. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I don't know what happened to my camera. It got stuck as you observed a few seconds ago, but it's fixed now. Okay, so like I was saying, we'll ask Claude to modify the index page by making it by adding dashboard feature. Okay, so I don't know, but let me just try it. I'm sure you're seeing what I'm doing there. I say add dashboard to index. Add dashboard to index. That is all I'm going to say to it. I won't want to use long grammar. But please, if it doesn't work, just know that probably because of limit, right? Limit, that's just the case. Remember, I'm still using the free plan. So let's run it. As you can see, it's running now. Let's see what happens. Now, when it runs and is complete, I will save the current index as index number 2, and then replace the content of the index.php with this one. So we can do a comparison, right? We can do a comparison. So it's modifying the code. I don't know if I should pause it while this takes place, or allow you to see the changes happening. I don't want this video to take long. It's already on the 38 minutes. But for purpose of seeing it happen, so you don't say I'm the one that worked on it, let it run by itself. Now, all of these I'm going to share on GitHub and then make it available for you to download, run for yourself, do your comparison, right? But like I said, it has made work easy for me. And I know it's going to do same for you, right? It's modifying it. Yeah. Okay, it's and it's so beautiful. I see it sometimes when it makes an error, it will undo the previous and then write a new one. As you can see, there's a making edits, which means what it did before, it's rewriting it by itself. It's writing it by, that's why it says making edits, right? Okay, so let's watch it run. It's generating the CSS right now. Generating the CSS for the dashboard. Please, if you have not subscribed, please, at least I've impacted your life in this. I've impacted your life positively with these videos, and I'm sure you are enjoying it, right? I did enjoy it for the one that someone else did. So please, okay, as you can see, it has finished the scripting and everything right now. So I'm going to, it even recreated the CSS for us, as you can see here. So this is a modified page. Okay, so let's first let's save the current index page. Where is it now? Let's just save it. Okay, no, let me do this. Let me rename it. Old, right? And also I'm going to rename the CSS to old. No, sorry. Okay, so now, this, sorry there. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new page, and then I'll copy the new index I've been built for us. As you can see, yeah, all of this shows that it has actually done work. So I'll copy it now to our VS Code and paste, and then save it. Right? Yeah. Okay. Then I'll create a new one too. Or that is done. Then a new page. Yeah. So we can copy the CSS. And save. Sorry. Yeah. And then we save. Okay. Okay. So it's telling me here that our index seems to have, what is that? Did you guys see something there? Something seems to be wrong somewhere. But let me clear this index and then copy it again. Something seems to be wrong somewhere. This is the body tag beginning here, body and index tag beginning here. So yeah, let's scroll down. Oh, something is wrong here, body tag here. Well, let's see. Why the repeats? Why the repeats? I don't understand this one. Okay, let's just run it and see if it works fine, but I don't know why they repeat. That is why we have this error being flagged here. Okay, I've saved it anyway. Yeah, I've saved it. Okay, now let's run it again and see. Ba. Yeah, I thought that would have been an error. Oh, wait. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this is recent sales, and this is your sales list actually, but these are recent sales. So it just creates So this peradventure you've had, say 1,000 sales over the last 6 months, but recently you had 5. So it just shows you the recent ones, and then this part shows all your sales, right? And this, I believe, here has to do with I don't know why it didn't do anything here, but this, I don't know what it intends to do here. I don't know why what it intends to do here, but nothing's shown here. Could it be a chart? Let me see. Let's just query this. I'm gonna search for this page on and find out if there ought to be a chart there. Okay, why? I don't know. Okay, monthly sales. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah. Now you see. Okay, possibly to give us a summary. Here. Yeah, but if you're interested in this, you can study this part of the code and fetch out the report that is trying to generate here. Excuse me. That is trying to generate, just like what you did here. I say top selling products are this, right? So you see how the sales has given us something good, and I can also adopt this. I can adopt this in my own because the fields are the same. I use some fields. I can adopt this in my own. Yeah, I can adopt this. Now, the last thing we're going to look here is where we have the managed product. Remember the other time, I can't remember if it showed it up. Okay, let me see if it showed there. Underscore old. Let me see if this managed product was there. Isn't that what I used for it before? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry for that. Yeah, you see, the managed products is wasn't added in the previous one, in the previous index page, but in this one, it added it for us. Now let's see what it does. Okay, you see that? So we are given the opportunity to add our new products. So let's just add what I'm going to add here. Mouse, monitor, speaker. Is there a speaker there? Yeah, speaker. But now let's add SSD drive. Oh, yeah, let's add SSD drive. Wow, what a beautiful form there. SSD drive. Come on. SSD drive, and we'll give it 200. Right? Product added successfully. Now let's yeah, that's it there. SSD drive. Right? Now it also added for us the edit button. So we'll go back to the page. Right? So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. If you love this, then use it. Let's see if we can, if it's responsive. Very, very responsive. Very, very responsive, as you can see. Very, very responsive. You can make this, you can turn this into a data table to make it far much better responsive if you want. Right? Okay, so this is what Claude, one of the products that I built with Claude, and as you can see for yourself. So I'm going to upload this to GitHub, right? So we can play around with it. Okay, so see us in the next video where we'll be building a chat box. Okay, thank you, and remember, please, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe.